Welcome back to Awesome True React. We about to talk about Smackdown today.
Yeah, and we're gonna start the match with Sosi Core, JC Martel, the new wrestler with Yeka Fatu. So they walk into the ring, and Yeka Fatu was taking credit that no. Sosi Core was taking credit that Yeka Fatu won the belt. The figure. Am I saying it right? Not won the belt. He stayed with the belt. Retained, and Fatu did not like it. What do you thought about that part?
Yeah, Jacob Fatu was saying I could do this without you, with you or without
Well,
you. And then Solo was making like fun of Jacob Fatu, kind of
I
like
love you.
before that he was saying, you know what I mean, he was saying all his his catchphrase, and Jacob Fatu wasn't having that, and that LA Knight came in and interfered.
Yeah, I mean, the music parade, and he just came from the crowd and beat up on the new Bloodline JC.
I guess bloodline because he's Hawaiian. He's not really blood.
I know the new group. I don't know what they're gonna call each other in the future, but let's just call it Bloodline 2.0.
But he's Hawaiian.
I know, but so what you call this group?
Just Solo and JC because Jacob Fatu is not a part of this group.
I guess I know that's gonna be the future story. Let's see what's gonna happen. So on the next segment, we have the first qualifying match for the woman Money in the Bank match. So it's gonna be Alexa Bliss, Chelsea Green, and Mission. Which I hated this because I feel like Mission and Chelsea Green should be able to win. But once I saw Alexa Bliss, for me, I think Alexa was gonna win already. I know you think you agree with me. What do you think about that part?
No, I thought Alexa Bliss was gonna win. I just didn't want her to win.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know if it's kind of unfair for Chelsea Green and Mission, but yeah, we already got our first qualifier for the Money in the Bank, which is Alexa Bliss, and she's trying to be the first two-time Money in the Bank winner.
So now we have Fraxium versus DUI in an amazing match. Fraxium always has an incredible match. And, they picked up another win, making them 4-0.
Yeah, they're being a streak. I don't know. It's just incredible. And the match was fast. And I don't know. I love this tag team division in SmackDown because everybody is killing it. Everybody got a storyline. But like you said, Francine won. And then, of course, DIY being so loose, so decided to jump in from behind. What do you thought about that part?
Then Motor City Machine Gun comes in, tries to help Fraxium, and then, beating them up.
And yeah, so thanks God for Motor City Machine who was able to help out Francine. But it was an incredible match. So now we're gonna move on to the Alistair Black and Carmelo Hayes match, which it was incredible. What do you thought about that?
Yeah, it was a pretty fun match between the two. But, The Miz had to interfere in that match and, cause Carmelo Hayes a win. But it kind of worked out in Carmelo Hayes' favor.
Yeah, because at the end you just started punching Alistair Black, which we already know the story's gonna continue. We just gotta see where they're going up with this story next.
So for our men's Money Bank qualifier match, we have Solo Sikoa, Ray Phoenix, and Jimmy Uso. I almost call him Jimmy Butler.
Yeah. When I saw those three, we both have our favorite. I had like Sosi Cora, and I think you had what Ray Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I felt kind of bad for Jimmy, but either way, it was a good match. Oh yeah, one thing I like about this match. It's kind of sound messed up. One thing I like about this match that Jimmy got put on the table at 3 times, but so I know that's kind of messed up. What do you thought about that?
Yeah, Solo won. I don't know how he's gonna be in a ladder match, to be honest, because I don't know. He doesn't really fit a Money in the Bank ladder type match.
I mean, there's gonna be 6 people, so I'm not only because of one person. I mean, I don't think he's gonna win the Money in the Bank either, but I don't know. I just want to Solo.
But compared to Ray Phoenix, a ladder match, I feel like Ray Phoenix would have made the match more exciting compared to Solo Sikoa.
Yeah, but they want people who been with more experience, been there for a while. I think that's why they're picking.
Jacob Fatu, like, and Solo Sikoa, like, had won the match because Solo Sikoa won the match because of Jacob Fatu.
Yes.
I don't really understand that part, but then LA Knight got mad that everybody was interfering in the match, So I don't really understand why Jacob Fatu earlier, like you said, wasn't happy with Solo Sikoa, but then helped Solo Sikoa wins the Money in the Bank qualifier match. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Not because he love his brother, their family, and plus he want to be by himself. So yeah, he's contradicting himself. But I know something's going on. I think they're just prolonging it. So I think that might be the reason. Anyway, after everything that happened, Nick Audi came out to announce that he want to put LA Knight and JC Mattel to a match since LA Knight want to beat up everybody. So do you think that makes sense?
Well, yeah, because he been having problems with Solo and Jacob Fatu.
Yeah, so as soon as no, they just had a match and it was JC's chance. I can't remember. JC Mateo. Yeah, that's gonna be hard for me to remember. Anyway, JC Mateo had his first match with LA9, and he's more powerful than I thought. It was a good match. What do you talk about his power?
His power was, but like I was impressed with his flippy stuff. Like I thought he was very slow in the match, but his flippy stuff was actually like impressive. But I thought the match was okay.
Yeah. Either way, JC Mateo got his first win against LA9.
So we have Tiffany Stratton versus Nia Jax for the women's championship, and they had a pretty incredible match and a great main event.
Yes, I mean, Tiffy's Tiffy. She's always gonna give you a good match. And Nia Jax, I don't know. I feel like she always, I don't know. I don't think. How can I say it? Nia Jax is lately I be bringing a good match, or it might be just me. What do you think?
No, I think Nia Jax have been improving as a wrestler, and her matches, depending with the opponent,
Of course.
like she can have a solid match. If it's somebody else that's more like slower, like her, it's not gonna really work out. But it seemed like these two have good chemistry. Makes sense because they're real life friends, so it makes sense that their chemistry actually was good in the ring. But Naomi came out and tried to cost this match, but Jay Cargill wasn't with that.
Yeah, when Jay Cargill came out, Naomi tried to hit her with the chair, but Naomi hit the air for some reason. What do you thought about that?
Yeah, Naomi be doing some stuff. I don't know. I love Naomi character, but remember when she was punching like something, messing the chairs? I don't know what's going on with Naomi. She's lucky that her character is really good right now because she's not doing really great with her Mysterious Cruz, but it's fine.
I think her character is crazy, so I think she's working.
I guess it fits, but she's still messed up. Air swing, but I guess it kind of works out.
But no, it did work out. So Naomi and Jay Cargill continue wrestling, go to the crowd and go to the back, and then the match with Tiffany and
Nia Jax continue, and it started getting kind of scary because Nia Jax was hitting with a leg drop, and then drags Tiffy, does her move. And I thought it was almost over, to be honest. Like, even Wade Barrett was, like, screaming. And I thought for a second, like, before the match, I knew Tiffy was going to win. But I don't know. It looked a little scary.
A couple of times. Yeah, when with Tiffy did her move, and Nia got kicked out for the first time.
Yeah, the first time a pretty as moonsault got kicked out. I never knew that, but that's crazy.
Yeah, that was scary. But I love the way it ended because I don't know, for some reason Nia grabbed a chair to hit her, but it backfired.
And then she kicked her with the chair. Nia Jax started bleeding, and then Nia Jax did the pretty moonsault one more time, and I won, and it was Tiffy time, winning the world championship, and she continued.
Yeah, incredible match and great finish. Loved it. So, like I always say, if you like what we doing, because we love what you're doing, you can always follow us at.
Our Instagram or TikTok where you see the reaction videos, and subscribe on our YouTube page.
And if you're still watching us here until the end, I just want to say thank you and peace.